In recent years, Supreme Master Chinghai graciously allowed our association members to gather for international seminars. They were joyous occasions as Master and disciples reunited to meditate and pray for peace. During her visit to meet with our association members, Supreme Master Chinghai also spoke of the teachings of past masters and answered the spiritual questions of fellow initiates. Throughout the ages, compassionate, enlightened masters have urged people to surrender to the greater universal power by seeking the divine within, from which all other goodness and happiness follow. This message was echoed again in Supreme Master Chinghai's discussion with the theme The Gnat and the Elephant with our association members on December 31, 2008.
Supreme Master Chinghai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Okay, Namus, decided that he has a very good status, as a perceptive Namus. So he needs a very good and pompous residence. Now, for good and also efficient and convenient reason, he needs to move house to a more spacious, more prestigious residence for a person of his status. So he decided to move house. Now he moved where? He moved into the ear of the elephant. When you look into the animals' ears or sometimes body, you see a lot of insects sometimes attaching themselves to the big animals, Even fish in the sea, some big fishes, you saw some oyster, attach themselves to the whale's body, or some small snail, small and spiral-like, They attach themselves to some of the big fish, And even some little fish attach themselves to the big fish and try to clean him up, whatever leftover food, etc., etc. So these are the natural things. Now, the gnat decided that his status is so great, he needs a big residence and pompous and more prestigious. So he moved into the ear of a certain elephant, And he deemed this residence is eminence enough for him to reside over such a status like his, a great gnat. After thinking for so long and preparing and everything, he decided to move. So soon enough, he installed himself in very spacious and prestigious quarter. And time passed quick. He had raised some generation of families of gnat and sent them into the world, highly educated, having diplomas, graduated and all that. Good. And then he sent them out into the world and they all became someone in the world. So he is very proud, great-grandfather. As the years went by, the gnat knew all the moments of relaxation and vexation, the feeling of sorrow and happiness, of questing and achieving, which is the life of the gnat, wherever he might be found. The elephant's ear was his home. And as is always the case, he felt strongly, persistently, that there was a close connection between his life and the history of the gnat, this gnat, his very being and this place. He feels that it's his place, his quarter. He feels that all history is written where he resides, yes. This is similar to human, The ear was so warm, so welcoming, so vast, the scene of so many experiences. Wow, it's similar to human, we have big houses. In Vietnam, if we have a house that belongs to the ancestor, okay, we have to keep it. This is a kind of ancestry home. At the time of death anniversary of some great-grandfather or parent, the whole clan all gather there and celebrate and talk about old time and stuff like that. Okay, so that's called Tự Đường, ancestry home. Now, that is very precious, yeah? So, according to this is similar in value, yeah, in his situation, in his species. And in this spacious and prestigious residency of his, or the mansion of his, there are so many experiences that had passed in his life, you know, joy, sorrow, anger, happiness, all kind of things, sweet, bitter, and sour. All kind of taste in life that he experienced while he is living in this grand mansion. Yes. So naturally, before he moved into this house, you must imagine that he has a grand ceremony, you know, cutting ribbon and all that stuff. Yeah. And popping a non-alcoholic champagne and vegetarian banquet, all that, yeah. And even installing the flag and all that, you know, every Monday, pulling up and down, yeah. It's a status of the Gnat, you know, he is somebody, yeah. The world must know that he's somebody, yeah. Okay, now, he has to do it properly, you know, as befitting his status in the world. Okay, now, it's described in here that on the very first day, just before moving in even, he had cried on the top of his little voice, declaring his possession of this residence. He said, "Hey, elephant! Know that nobody else but I, the God, the Great, is moving into this place. I, the perceptive Namus, has chosen to grant this honor upon your ear." Yeah. To be my residence. Hereupon you have my notice. Okay. The elephant say nothing. Okay. So the perceptive great Nat, Namus, decided that if he didn't say anything, mean no objection. Okay, there we move in. But little did Namus understood that the elephant didn't hear him at all. No matter that he screamed so loud, but he's only a tiny cat. The elephant was busy doing his thing. So he heard nothing, of course. Okay, for that matter, he doesn't even felt the entry of the cat and the family. He felt nothing at all. And after a while, even when the cat continued living in his ear, he also don't feel nothing about it. The elephant feel nothing. And whenever the gnat go in and out of his ear, he also take no notice. He has no feeling about the presence of the gnat. And his clan, the whole big clan, a lot of families. In short, the elephant has no idea about the existence of the gnat. Until one day, the great and the perceptive gnat decided, for some important reason, you know, of his, to move house again. He was in a great, reflection about how to give notice to the elephant in a proper manner, as befitting his status. He was thinking for a while. So he asked his secretary to write some notes, prepare the notes for the speech, all right. And then he donned proper, grandiose clothing, befitting the occasion. And he went out to the edge of the ear of the elephant, formally declare his change of residence. Yes. Okay. So this decision has been reached, and irreversibly. So he decided. Now he came out. He rehearsed many times the declaration together with the whole clan of his family, and they rehearsed together. You know, how to walk, how to talk, how to sit, how to wave hand together. Yeah, and all the coiffure have to be done in certain manner. The hats have to wear what? Which one wear what color? Yeah. So afterward, he was thinking that he is sufficiently rehearsed well enough for his speech. And then everybody rehearsed well already in uniform. So he came out, he led the whole family come out to the edge of the elephant ear, ready to march outside with all the pomps and show. And he come out and declare again, "Hear ye, the elephant, I have an urgent matter to declare that from today I will move out of your ear. And know ye that from now on your ear no longer has the honor to to contain our family members anymore. You are free to do what you do with your ear." And he talked very eloquently, like that. You know, maybe more eloquent than that. Now, I wasn't there when the cat declared, so I guess it's just about his business, eloquent or not, yeah, that he give a notice, just like when you left your flat, yeah, when you leave your flat, you give a landlord a note of notice, like 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, depends on the contract. This had no contract, yeah? The cat has no contract with the elephant. Therefore, he did not need to give 2 weeks notice or 2 months. He just went out and declared that today I move out. He said so eloquently and earnestly, but the elephant seemed not to respond to him. So he screamed again, louder and louder. The third time, then the elephant somehow heard something like that. So the elephant was thinking of what he's saying, you know. And then the gnat asked him, "So, what do you feel about my departure?" "I have a reason to explain to you, yeah? The reason why I moved," and so on and so forth. And then the elephant suddenly raised his head and trumpet, you know, with his trunk, a little bit. And he's so loud, the gnat almost fainted. He just trumpeted a little bit only, you know. And then the elephant said to him, "Go in peace." To tell you the truth, I never noticed you were there. And I have no interest of you going or coming. Okay, for the Dervish master who told the story, huh? We have to thank him. Huh? So was that a good story, yeah? Yes. Mm. Is it familiar? Yes. It is very familiar to us, huh? Because we feel the master who told the story, the Dervish master, wanted to emphasize the human character, right? Yeah, he doesn't even mean the gnat, he means the human. Many people think they are that important. This is the ego that he meant, yeah? The ego makes us feel that we are so important, that wherever we go, people must take notice of us. This is the example of the ego, huh? Mm. So, the story is really very good, huh? If we can live, you know, not like the gnat, then it would be a very peaceful world for everybody, yeah? Not always making noise for nothing, huh? Making noise for nothing, yes. Nobody cares who we are. Well, somebody cares, but because we don't pay attention to them, so they try to make noise, yes. sometimes like that. So in order to live a more peaceful life, we have to check out our ego and keep it under control, okay? Yeah. Remember, nobody cares. Truly, okay? It's very, very tiring to deal with human ego, you know? Terrible, terrible. Suffer a lot. See you soon, okay? Yeah.
We thank you for your gentle presence for today's episode of Between Master and Disciples. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants, coming up next right after noteworthy news. May your days be filled with joy and loving kindness.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/BMD.